There are literally thousands of videos on YouTube talking about the RV camping gear that you need. However, many of these must-haves have been failures for me. But I've probably seen and tried all of these things. But most importantly, some of these videos don't talk about the most important things that will truly make camping in a small camper better. So in this video, I've compiled a special list of the things that I rely on and the things that I use each and every time I go RV camping. These are my ultimate favorite RV camping things ever. Many of these things I've been using for years now, but 4 out of the 15 items on this list actually just made it to my ultimate favorite RV camping things ever list just this year. But it's really important for you to know that this list is in no particular order. So I really encourage you to watch till the very end because I don't want you to miss out on something that could be a game changer for you too. But first, if you're new here, hi, I'm Randy, and every Thursday I share tips and tricks to help you make big memories in your small camper. For those of you that are watching and follow my channel, you know that I've been raving about my Froley sleep system for years now. Anytime I was camping in cold weather, I noticed that my bedding was damp, especially against the back wall. And this was due to condensation. So I was really concerned about mold growing underneath my mattress. And that would be a really bad thing. That's why I bought my Froley. It's a spring system that lifts my mattress up and off the hardwood surface, so air can flow underneath it. And this put my mold fears to rest. But there was also another big bonus. The springs also made sleeping on my bed more comfortable, so I slept better. And guess what? Extreme Outdoors, the people who make the little guy trailers, now offers the Froley system as an upgrade option. So if you're shopping for a camper, buy one with the Froley sleep system in it. But if you're like me and already have a camper, it's so easy to install the Froley sleep system. I did a previous step-by-step video that will show you exactly how to do it. Now the Froley system isn't pocket change. So I contacted the company and they were generous enough to give me a 15% discount code that I can pass on to you. So if you're interested in learning more about the Froley, I'll leave a link to their website, the special discount code, and the installation video in the video description below this video. But I want to give you an important heads up. Unfortunately, the official Froley sleep system isn't sold on Amazon. I heard a story about someone buying what they thought was the Froley system, but they had big problems. Turns out it wasn't the real deal. So use the link and the code that I'm putting in the video description below to make sure you get the genuine Froley. I want to make sure that you get the right one. If you're like me, when you go RV camping, we're constantly coming in and going out of our camper. Well, that's why this RV key door lock has been so convenient for me. Instead of having to carry a key with me every time I go somewhere, I just press the lock button on the keypad and the lock locks the door for me. And then when I return, I just enter my code on the keypad and it unlocks it for me. I also learned that the keys that come with most RVs are keyed the same. And this is bad news for someone who owns a camper because your key could open my RV door and my key that came with my RV could open your RV door. So not only does this lock make RV camping life easier for me, it also stops someone from being able to get inside my camper. The RV keyless door lock that I bought and all the other upcoming gear on my ultimate favorite RV camping things ever list I purchased on Amazon. So to make it easy for you to find everything on Amazon, I'll leave my Amazon affiliate links also to every product in the video description below. Many small campers like mine come with a smart jack. It's a motorized jack that lifts your camper up and down. It's so useful. Well, this year mine was 5 years old, and probably because I had neglected it, it stopped working, so I had to replace it. That's why when I bought my new jack, I also bought a clever cover. This cover fits on my smart jack like a glove, so it protects it from the sun, the wind, the rain, the dirt, the dust, and other elements that my first jack was exposed to. And as a bonus, this cover also keeps my chains off the ground, and this helps them from rusting and getting dirty. Next up is my proven way to stop stinky odors, the really bad ones. But real quick, I want to let you in on something that I think every camper is gonna love. See, I believe every camping trip that we take has a story. And I also believe that we love to share our stories. That's why I want to introduce you to Wild Story Tees. Designing these tees is more than a passion for me. I create them to bring adventure into your wardrobe so you can tell your story one tee at a time. I'll leave a link to Wild Story Tees in the video description below. So after you're done watching this video, so you can go there next, because you're not just wearing a cool t-shirt, you're sharing your adventure stories. If your small camper has a bathroom like mine, yay! This means that we don't have to go outside during the middle of the night when duty calls. But unfortunately, we can't hide those stinky bathroom odors when we're in such a small space. So we need to eliminate them. I've been using Happy Camper for years now, because when I bought my little guy Max, I had heard how fantastic it was at eliminating those bathroom odors. But I have to tell you a quick story. I had been using Happy Camper every time I went camping, and I didn't give it a thought. Then there was this one camping trip when I forgot to use it. Yup, that's when I realized just how well it does work. I'm sure you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. My criteria for a good camping chair is, number one, it has to be comfortable. Number two, it needs to fold up so it's easy to store. And number three, I want one that's gonna hold up for a while. Now, I didn't think finding a camping chair that would meet my standards would be so challenging. Maybe I just had some bad luck. So I was excited this year when I discovered the Cairo camping chair. I noticed that it had extremely high ratings on Amazon, and after using it all summer, I agree with the nearly 18,000 people who have left positive reviews. It's a comfortable, foldable chair that feels like it's quality made. And I have to tell you, this camping chair cost me a fraction of what another chair I had bought cost. And this chair is more comfortable than that one was. I don't like to cook inside my small camper because, well, I don't want funky food odors lingering around in my small space. So 99% of the time, I cook outside on my old grill. I've been using this grill for years. It's the perfect portable size for 2 people, and I love the legs that fold up, because when you fold these legs up, it takes up less space when I store it. But these legs are also great for setting it up on picnic tables or even on the ground. This way, I don't have to haul around an extra table just to have a place to set my grill on. But the main reason I love this portable grill, I used to own a griddle top grill, which I know a lot of people own these type of grills and love them. But for me, it was always such a chore every time I had to clean it. Now, of course, all grills get greasy and dirty, but my old grill has a drip pan that collects most of the grease. And this makes it so much easier for me to keep it clean. Regardless if you like to cook inside or you prefer to grill outside like me, you need a safe place to store that messy grease, especially you bacon lovers. So I've been using these fat trapper bags for years. I just scoop the grease from my grill's drip pan into the bag. It's lined with something that prevents the grease from leaking and from smelling. And you can keep adding grease to the bag until it's full. In the past, I used these green 1-pound propane bottles to light my old grill. But I recently discovered the only thing green about these bottles is the green dollars that you and me have been pouring down the drain each and every time we use one of those green bottles. Here's the thing. I didn't know any better, and I bet you didn't either. Because the thing is, these green 1-pound propane bottles are designed for single use, and they have enough propane in them to last, well, just about 1 hour. That's why I was really excited to learn about the refillable Ignite Gas Growler propane tank. Here's where it gets really interesting. When you refill this 5-pound propane cylinder, it's gonna cost you the same as just one of these disposable green bottles. But you get 5 times the propane gas. Each and every time we refill this 5-pound propane cylinder, we are keeping 5 of these green bottles out of landfills. Now, I think that's pretty cool. Okay, I think you'll agree that using this is a no-brainer. In a past video when I was talking about using these green 1-pound propane bottles, someone left a comment saying that you can buy a gadget to use to refill them. So I wanted to let you know about that option too. But this gas growler has been convenient, It saved me money, and it holds 5 times more propane than a green bottle. So that's why it made my ultimate favorite RV camping things ever list this year. Because we have small campers, we don't have the space for a walk-around bed. So our mattress sits up against walls. Every time I washed my sheets and put the bottom sheet back on, 3 walls surrounding my bed and made this job so challenging because I had to lift the mattress up so I could tuck the bottom sheet underneath it. Every time I did this, I wanted to pull my hair out. That's why I love the zipper magic in my quick zip sheets. These sheets have saved me so much time and a lot of frustration because the bottom part of the sheets goes underneath my mattress and it stays there. When I want to wash my sheets, I unzip the top part of the sheet from the bottom part. Then when I put the top sheet back on, I zip the top part of the sheet onto the bottom part of the sheet, and that's it. These sheets have been a game changer for me. You can purchase the quick zip sheets on Amazon, but if you buy them on their company website, as an affiliate, I can save you 15%. If you're interested in saving 15%, be sure to use the special link also in the video description below. I'm so grateful I found this next product because it solved 2 problems for me. First, I found myself sweeping my floor every time that we came back in the camper to try to keep up with all the dirt that got tracked in, no matter what time of the year it was. And secondly, I was using this pretty yellow rug that I really liked, but it never stayed clean and I was constantly washing it. I made a bold decision and I went from pretty to functional. When I placed this industrial rubber anti-fatigue, I can't say that. When I placed this industrial rubber anti-fatigue rug right inside the door of my camper, it became a fantastic dirt magnet. The holes in this rug collect and trap a lot of the dirt that comes in on my shoes, my husband's shoes, and my dog Thor's dirty paws. While it doesn't collect all the dirt, I've noticed a huge significant difference between using my pretty yellow rug and this one. This rug has been another game changer for me. This expandable shelf is another one of those new things that has made it to my ultimate favorite RV camping things ever list just this year. I added the shelf to the cabinet above my sink because this seems to be the place where a lot of stuff gets thrown into because it's located right by the door. But I was amazed at the difference this shelf made. It doubled the storage space in here. Sometimes it's the simple things that can make a world of difference. The expandable shelf gave me extra storage space, but it was these bins that really made me organized. I can't believe all of the stuff that fit in here. These bins would be perfect for storing anything. And voila! Isn't that great? And then when I want something, I just pull it out, take whatever I want out. Honestly, I still smile each and every time I open this cabinet. Every once in a while, when I was towing my camper down the road, I'd feel it start to sway. Has this ever happened to you? It's an uneasy feeling. Now, I didn't know anything about anti-sway bars, so I turned to YouTube and I found a video made by Janine Pettit from Girl Camper. She explained that the Recurve R3 is a weight distribution with anti-sway all in one. Without getting too technical, the weight distribution part levels out the weight so all of your tires are on the ground, pulling and towing at the same rate. The anti-sway part keeps your camper from swaying like it might feel when you pass a semi-truck on the highway. It's been several years now since I've been using the Recurve R3, and it's one of those things I'm glad I took the time to understand it and to invest in it. But Janine did such a great job explaining everything, so along with my Amazon affiliate link to this sway bar, I'll also leave a link to her video in the video description below. A few years ago, when I was RV camping with my dad in his travel trailer, he showed me a genius yet simple leveling trick. He had placed 2 of these stick-on bubble levelers on his travel trailer, one in the front and one on the side. They were positioned so that when he was leveling his trailer from side to side or front to back, he could just glance at the bubble and see how level it was. These 2 cheap stick-on bubble levelers are so convenient and have saved me a lot of time. For the first year or 2 after my hubby and I bought our little guy Max, we always camped at campsites that had electric hookups. Back then, RV camping was so new to me, I didn't even know people camped without electric hookups. Well, I started to get a little buggy and I wanted to venture out a little bit more. After all, I had a small camper, and one of the biggest advantages of owning a small camper is the places we can go. And I wanted to explore these places, but I quickly learned that most of the remote, non-campground camping spots I wanted to explore do not have electric hookups. That's when I bought my Jackery. It's a portable power station, and I use it all the time to keep my devices charged when I don't have electric hookups. Seriously, having a reliable power source has opened up a world of camping opportunities for me. Now, whenever I'm deciding where I want to camp, I don't care if I have electric hookups. And some of my most memorable camping experiences have been when I haven't had any hookups. I love my Jackery. Now, that's a wrap.